Hey everyone. Sorry I'm late. You know the drill. So I don't like I get paid for this shit. Actually the reason why I'm late is because I was trying to download a video. I'm still trying to actually upload it right now to the back part of YouTube so I can share it. So hopefully that works. Hopefully the notification goes out. So before I get started, I'm going to wait a second. And just so everybody knows that at this moment, I cannot see the comments, but I'm just trying to upload this video. Do you remember dial-up? That's what I'm dealing with, is dial-up. But oh my God, I haven't been this freaking angry in a long time. Okay, good. So there's 8 people here right now. Notifications are going out. So let's get started. Now first, before I get okay, so before I get started, can you guys still hear me? Because I just accidentally shut my damn phone off, and the numbers are dropping. So I don't, and I can't even look at the friggin'. Oh no! Hang on one second, you guys. Sorry. You know me, never prepared, never ready. Hit the button, wrong button. Can't see the comments. Half blind. Um, so last night, okay, so before I get started, I haven't talked about this in a damn long time. And to be quite honest with you, I really didn't think I would ever be talking about it again. And it's actually by like happenstance that I am talking about it. Just a reminder that I can't see the comments right now. I will address them as hopefully as soon as this video uploads, because there's a lot that needs to be seen. And this is just the beginning, because after okay, let me explain. Okay, so first of all, these opinions are my own. I have to state that because I actually had my biggest channel removed fraudulently by the little mini moonwalkers, former team. I'm going to refer to him as a lot of names, okay, a lot of different names, but let's call him CFF, Corey Fucking Feldman, okay, because that's who I'm talking about. And God, I haven't talked about this in a long time. So there's a lot of stuff that I have purposely blocked out of my mind. So last night, or I don't know when Angel went live. Okay. I was watching it today. I started listening to it, I think last night, but I fell asleep. And I'm like, okay. So I went back to it today. And there was somebody that she had on her panel. Well, I love Adam. He's hilarious. Like, oh my God, that guy is so funny. Like one liner after one liner and does it with a straight face. Like, do you not know how funny you are? Like, oh my God. So then this guy, Shane, I can't remember what his organization is that he is running, but it's to do with child exploitation in a sexual manner. So I don't know the name of it. I should have looked. But so I was watching it and I was really interested in what he was talking about his organization and about how they help catch child predators. And I was really like my ears went up when I heard this because I was like, geez, this sounds really familiar. And I have a really huge story about this. And sure enough, the one name that I didn't want to hear mentioned was brought up. So what do? I stopped the friggin' video right there because now my blood pressure went from 0 to 680 and my head's about to explode. So in all transparency, I did not listen to the full live. I heard enough. As soon as I heard Corey Feldman and then I heard Corey Haim, I was like, stop. No. Texted my friend Susie because she was on my team. We went live about all of this before. But they fraudulently took my big channel down with something that was called a DMCA, a Digital Master Copyright Act or something. I don't know. So basically, when you're over the target and you're a threat and they want to shut you up, then they just go and get these false documents and they send it into YouTube and somehow they have the magical powers that can reach the office that is empty of YouTube, that nobody seems to be able to get a hold of anyone. They don't even have a friggin' bat phone in there, okay? But yeah, somehow they managed to get through to somebody and get my whole entire friggin' channel removed because, I was exposing him, me, and a team of others. So the thumbnail for this chat is actually a shirt that I had made because he used to call us the Wolf Pack. Now, if I speak out of order or if I forget details, like I said, I have blocked this shit out years ago and I thought it was going to stay forever in the friggin' time vault, okay? So now, like, ever since I seen this live last night and heard this, I'm like, okay, so, like, I need to come out of the closet here and set the record straight because I don't know what the situation is. That guy up on Angel's panel seemed very passionate about the project that he's working on and things that he's trying to do. Okay, hang on. Let me just say hi to everybody before I go any further because now I can see the chat. It did upload, so good, good. Hey, Carmel, Mr. Smith, you dink. How are you? Mr. Green Thumb, Ottawa. That's my buddy Alex. So when you see him in everybody's chat, that's my dude. Fellow freedom fighter. What? All right, Susie. Yes, there she is. Caca. Okay, Susie is my girl. Okay, BFF. Love her long time. Like, if everybody in this world had a heart like her, we would have such an amazing world. Okay, no joke. And okay, let's see. Hang on. Just going through. Seymour, how are you? Oh, damn it, Mandy. Woo woo. Hey, girl. I never see you on my chat. I'm so happy to see you here. Hi, Jane Perry. Roscoe1. Trock. You hear me? Good. Okay, that was when I friggin' shut my phone off. Co-train, how's it going, buddy? How's it going? Long time. David James, how are you? Let's see. Do I have Montauk? How's it going, buddy? It's fun. Oh my god, you guys. Oh my god. It's funny when he tries to dance. Oh my fuck. Okay. Fuck. Oh my god. There's so many things you have no friggin' idea. Like the can of worms that have just been opened. And if Angel's here, I don't know, because I know she says she doesn't comment in chats unless she has a wrench, but I can't give her a wrench if she doesn't comment. So if you're here, Angel, please make a comment and I will get my community moderator, Mr. Smith, the former friggin' police officer, if he can touch you with the magic wrench wand. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. So anyways, as I was saying, I was watching Angels Live last night and Shane comes up on the panel and he's talking about this organization, this not-for-profit, whatever, to catch child predators. And instantly this is where my brain goes because like me, Susie, and a bunch of us were like so up to our necks involved in this shit. It's unfucking real. And you guys, this is the beginning of like, oh my God. I can't even tell you. Like Susie knows where this is going because there's so much to it. And if I had to like drop everything in one live, I would have your guys' head spinning. Hi Carol, how are you? Okay, so yeah. So, like I said, when I was watching Angels Live, I heard this Shane guy up there and instantly triggered me because I already heard enough. Like as soon as I heard Feldman and Haim, that was enough for me because I know it was just going to be followed with a bunch of misinformation that I'm sure that Shane was lied to and misled like the rest of us, in my opinion, because that is what happened with my experiences with the little mini moonwalker and Susie's. Wait till you hear her because I already have this plan in my head that we will be doing a live together when she's feeling better. She's under the weather at the moment and she needs to rest, but I'm glad to see her in the chat. My girl, what, caca. And wait till you hear what happened to her. Fuck, man. Okay, so let the shit storm begin. So I don't even know how to start with this. It's like, and then let me just, add a plus to this is that when I'm done, with this, I will go back and continue to watch that video that gave my head a friggin' aneurysm. If I go inside, I'm going to lose my signal. It's like dial up here. Oh God, it's sad how he lied about him, dude. Like it's good to see. What? Like done with your what? English, please. I don't know what that means. Yeah, he did more than lie. Let me see, because like I started going through the vault of memories and I'm like, dude, I have so much information. I have so many screenshots. I have so many videos. I have so much information. But let me just kind of give you like a brief synopsis so this you understand why this makes sense to me and why as soon as I heard the name, I knew what was coming. About, I don't know, whenever Feldman made that video and said that he needed $10 million to make a movie to tell his story. It was like during the time that the Me Too movement had happened. And he had came forward and he made this video pleading to the public about how he needs $10 million to make this fantastic friggin' living off such a horrible subject because, the truth isn't free in this life. I mean, come on, get out the wallets, you guys, and write those checks, in my opinion. And this video right here is going to prove how many stalkers I still have watching me like a fucking hawk, okay? Because it will, like, the explosives will be going off already. People's heads are exploding all over the United States as we speak right now. And wait for the shit show to begin. So, yeah, back, I think it was like 2017, 2016. I don't know. I'm bad with time. And like I said, I blocked this out. So oh, by the way, happy belated birthday, Truck. Sorry, I forgot to mention that to you. Quit distracting me, fuckers. I have ADD. I'm sure you guys know, but okay. So, anyways, why this was so important to me is because I actually kind of got really close to Feldman, and it was during a time of my life that was like, I would say, bar none, probably the most difficult thing I've been through to date, and hopefully we'll never have to experience anything like that again. And I lost my man of 5 years. To suicide. And it was as a result of being sexually abused as a child. And that shit really never leaves you. I mean, we can do what we want. I'm just going to ignore the chat for a minute. I hope you guys don't mind. Please don't think I'm being rude, but I don't want to get distracted when I'm talking about such a serious thing. And when something like that happens to you, like when trauma happens, everybody deals with things in their own ways. And if you're like me, what doesn't kill you gives you unhealthy coping mechanisms to deal with that shit and get through life on a daily. So, you suppress those memories, you block it out, you numb it out, you do what you got, you compartmentalize whatever you got to do to just kind of get through the day and get through life. And his brother had previously done the same thing that he had done, and he never gotten over that loss, and it was just a really painful time in my life. And the reason why that video like really hit my heartstrings is because it was like how the reason why I lost Andrew basically was because of that. And I felt like, oh my God, like I seen this video and I'm like, oh my God, this is my calling. Like this is what I was supposed to do. Like, so instantly, as soon as, Feldman heard my story, of course he reaches out and, puts me up front and center because I was like the poster child for the cause that he was trying to do. And I'm just going to say it, in my opinion, what I think is that I was the only one on his team who wasn't either in the sex industry, who didn't have a criminal record, or, I was pretty credible, right? Like, I mean, it's a tragic story. So yeah, like up front and center, I didn't want the attention. I was just doing it because I was like, oh my God, like I thought that he was in a bad way. It was like, a video of distress calling for help, a call to action. And here I am, like, I'm your girl. What do you need? Like, what can I do to help? Here I am, right? What do you want? So believe it or not, I live in Canada, but I actually created a petition for the United States. And I think it got like somewhere between 17,000 and 20,000 signatures, trying to lift the statute of limitations for child sex crimes, because every state is different, which is odd to me because in Canada, I don't believe there is a statute of limitations on that. I could be mistaken, but I don't think there is. So that was something that I was trying to do, but we failed miserably with that petition because I needed 100,000 signatures in 30 days. And of course, I was pretty proud of that though, because like, who am I, right? Like, and I was able to get that many signatures, but it was a cause that was near and dear to my heart and had caused me a lot of pain. And I thought, if I could take that pain and do something positive with it, then it was not in vain, right? So, then things began to progress. And like I said, I basically, like, there was a lot of people coming at him sideways. And Susie and I used to be on opposite sides of the fence on this subject in the beginning until I opened my eyes in some reality and got my head out of my ass, my famous saying. And then I went to the dark side and we became best friends. And then, yeah, whatever. Long story short. Then he started going on the Dr. Oz show because, his story did get a lot of traction in the beginning because he did seem pretty credible, right? Like, I mean, not a lot of people would even think to try and make a career off of this, or he seems to prey on people that are vulnerable, that are good-hearted people that would, kind of give you the shirt off their back sort of thing. Those are his bread and butter. Like, he's gonna milk you like a fucking cow, man. Like, suck you right up till you got nothing left and you're like, can't move, right? So basically, I was a walking target. Looking back, I see that clearly now. But of course, I didn't at the time because I was in shock and whatever, right? And in my mind, I thought I was doing a good thing, turning pain into like something good, and in the process, also being able to help others. And that's what it was about for me. So he starts going on Dr. Oz, and everyone had some concerns because it was very controversial in the beginning. Like I said, there was two sides. There was like the Feld fam side, which I was a part of, and then there was like, the Wolfpack side, which I'll later explain how that name came about and why my thumbnail is a shirt that I had made, because that's what he used to call us, and I had fun with it, and I made a friggin' shirt, which I have never to this day, even still, worn. Um, so he started going on Dr. Oz, and of course, there was a lot of questions being thrown at him about like, why didn't you report this to the police and blah blah blah. And he turned his story into like, well, I did. When the police came and questioned me about MJ, he's like, but what basically the cop said is, you're calling the wrong district. You need to go into your, like, whatever, I think Santa Barbara. I don't know what friggin' district it was, but you need to go to that police department and they would handle that situation, because you're calling the train station about a friggin' car, sort of thing, if that makes sense, right? I have weird analogies. It makes sense to me. Whatever. I'm over it. So he had been on there like a few times too. And just to give you an idea of how in depth I got with this, like not just the petition, not just like very online Twitter, like this whole mess is documented on Twitter. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. So, this lady was on Dr. Oz. Her name was Marcy Hamilton, and she was with an organization, a not-for-profit, a think tank, a numbered company. You know where I'm going with this, right? All of these, upstanding people, in my opinion, because, who am I? I'm just a dumb Canadian, right? A. Um, she was actually in the process of going around to all of the states and trying to get the statute of limitations removed for children that were abused as children, and be able to get justice for that. And I thought it was a great cause. And I thought it would be good if Corey was an ambassador. They were looking for ambassadors. And yes, I'm embarrassed to say that I nominated him to be an ambassador, unknowingly at the time, doing what I thought was the right thing. All of this was in good faith on my behalf, because I really believed the guy. Honest to God, I did, for a period of time. So then he becomes a freaking child ambassador. Yeah, thank you. So, yeah, as we were. And then, as more time goes on and more people started coming forward, and like more information started coming out, and a lot of like the former Angels were starting to speak out. And there used to be a dude on YouTube. If you were into this whole thing, the name Bobby Wolf will sound very familiar to you guys. He used to talk. There was a whole bunch of us that would talk about this for or against, right? And he did a lot of very powerful, very strong interviews with a lot of former Angels that were part of his band that had some pretty fucking horrific stories. And at first he was like, before he even well, obviously he must have looked at them, or he must have got reports from his team, what they were about, because he was telling us to like mass flag this channel. He was saying like, they're putting out false information, they're putting out false links, they're doing this, they're trying to, destroy everything I'm doing. And, like a blind sheep, I followed, didn't question anything. And then one day, like things just weren't starting to make sense. And here comes the video I wanted to tell you about. And this is when I was like, what the fuck? Sorry if you guys hear noise. I'm outside right now. Signs of summer, y'all. So let's take a walk down memory lane, shall we?
Make a few remarks.
Thank you so much, Marcy. Thank you all. Thank you all for coming, and thank you for having me here today. I am so grateful and humbled in your presence. I'm grateful to be in this iconic and illustrious building where so many amazing possibilities are present. And I'm hoping today, with my presence, that I can help create those new possibilities and those new avenues for us to have really have some kind of closure to this very, very important issue that has been crippling me in my own life for many years. I've heard many people here say that they've been coming here for 10 years to try and get this bill passed. Well, speaking of the Me Too movement and where it all began, I will be the first to say my journey began 30 years ago. 30 years ago, when I first told the police about what happened to me as a child, 30 years ago, when I first told the police that my best friend was raped as a child and had never gotten his life back. And because of that, as a result of that, his life was tarnished and traumatized to the point where he ended up taking his own life at the early age of 38 due to the trauma caused to him because of selfish child predators. Let me tell you, there is no way to get that life back. We cannot bring it back from a bill. We cannot bring it back from creating legislation. But we today can stand together in the face of this atrocity, and we can work together as one to protect the children of our future. We must preserve innocence. We must preserve the innocence of our children. And let me say one other thing. People want to make this a party issue. I've been saying this since the beginning. I don't believe it's a party issue. I'm not coming after you, Senator Flanagan. I'm not coming after you and saying this is all your fault. I'm sure you're a good man. I'm sure that you have a child of your own, or you have relatives with children. You have children in your family. Think about those children being touched and abused and affected by a predator. And how would you feel if you knew that you had the opportunity to pass this legislation and protect that child's future, but you failed because you wanted to make a political stance at the wrong time? The time is now. Time's up. Remember that? Time is up. And it's time that we all bond together to make this movement for our future, to make this movement for our children, and to remember that only together can we let these children know that their stories, their futures, their lives are our responsibility, because kids matter too. That's why I created the hashtag Kids2, capital K with the number 2. Use it, please. Kids2, we must pass the CVA. It's time for this legislation to take hold. And remember again, you senators are human beings. And it doesn't matter what party you're in. We have to work together. We must smash the party lines, come together, and make this bill sing loud today. I know that it was supposed to be on the Senate budget today. I know Governor Cuomo did a great job of putting it on his budget. It should have been on the budget today. It's not there today. I'm appalled at that. We must work together with fierceness and ferocity to make that change today. Thank you so much.
Oh my God, you guys, 1 second. I'm trying to contain my shit so I don't go off like a Tourette's. Oh, you know what I'm appalled at, Core? I was supposed to be at that event. Nothing like going to the New York Senate and lying, you know. Actually, I guess it is nothing new. He knew damn well that Haim did not die because he took his own life. That was Andrew, not Corey Haim. He knows that he died of an enlarged heart and complications to pneumonia, because what did he do when Corey Haim's funeral happened? He went to the Larry King show, as you naturally do when your best friend dies. You just run right to Larry King, because that was more important. He said he didn't want to take the focus off Haim. Like, this guy's head is bigger than his body. That's for damn sure. Okay. Ooh, take a breath. Okay, just a minute. That offends me on so many levels, like such a freaking deep level, because I did lose my man to suicide. He did take his life because of it. And the fact that he's standing there so casually, just lying through his friggin' teeth, is so offensive to me that it's like, oh my God, if karma could reach out and touch somebody right now, you guys, let me tell you, beep, beep, karma bus running you over, backing up, running you over again, because you deserve it. And there's a special place reserved in hell for you, bud. Not where I'm going, but a different place. Okay. You're going lower than me. And that's saying something. So let me read some comments right now, because like I'm seriously shaking right now, because oh my God. Okay. Whew. Okay. So oh God, you guys, like you don't even know the story yet. Like, we haven't even touched the details yet. I'm basically just trying to give you well, what I've said was a brief synopsis, but we're 25 minutes in and I haven't even touched the surface yet. So that's why I said this is going to be over multiple videos, because it's just too much information to throw at people at once. 1 second. Holy fuck. Should have rolled a joint for this one. It's legal in Canada, yo, so don't come at me, feds. Oh my god. Hey, Bay 8. I was watching the bodega the other day. I don't need a commercial. And I'm not from friggin' Yellowknife. Like, what is with Yellowknife? I don't even know what it looks like there. Like, it's hilarious though. But yes, thank you for that. Oh fuck. Okay. I'm trying to contain my temper because it's a very touchy subject. Clearly, I think anybody with a brain could understand why it would bother somebody like me who went through that with somebody. I'm literally sitting here shaking. Oh my god. I'm so angry right now, and I could just go off at the mouth, and I have a lot. That's why I lost my channel under fraudulent circumstances. From their team, his team, the little mini moonwalkers team. Um, so for anybody who doesn't realize what I'm about to say here, is that like I'm about to sink this guy's battleship yet again. Me and my team, okay? Because I'm back out of the woodwork, blowing the dust off the friggin' cobwebs, refreshing my mind, going through old screenshots and videos. And I have proof for days, you guys. Like, you ain't even seen nothing yet. And wait till my friend Susie comes on. Oh my God. You think I'm crazy? Like, she's Johnny Cochran, okay? She's got everything. Like, so if you thought he was a good guy, I'm sorry to inform you that you have been fooled. You have been played. And I hope you didn't give him any money like I did, because, I was an idiot. Like, I was a total sheep, and I admit it. But my head is no longer up my ass, and it didn't take a long time after seeing that video to be like, okay, if you would lie about such a fucking serious thing in that way for your own gain, because he came in at the tail end of that bill passing through, and he's like, oh, Miss America on stage, doing the wave with the flowers and the tiara. Like, I mean, take all the glory for doing no work. Like, it's a freaking joke, okay? Seriously. But let's just say I tried to right that wrong that I did, because when I found out what he was all about, I contacted Miss Child USA herself again. And I have that email as well. Because let's just say that you can grow up to be the same thing as what you knew, or you can do better. And I thought he was, the latter part of that, until certain allegations started coming forward about him. And then I could no longer, in good faith, after hearing the information from some of the I have to say alleged, because because I'm not stupid, because the alleged victims coming forward, it was so powerful and so um unbelievable what my ears had heard, that I could no longer in good faith not try and at least right that wrong that I felt like I had done in my mind. So and the timing was impeccable. So he messaged me, and he told me that the board of directors had found out about certain allegations that were coming forward about him. And I was like, well, do you want, like, obviously you're telling me for a reason, like, do you want me to contact Marcy? And he's like, yeah. So like, he even proofread it. Like, it was insane. How did I not see it before? I don't know. But again, not in a good place, being taken advantage of, thinking I'm doing something good, not even realizing for 1 second that this guy could just be a liar like everybody else, just because he was in Stand By Me, 46 years ago when we were kids. In my mind, he's not a celebrity anymore, but in his, he will forever be. Whew. That's funny. COVIDs, you're hilarious. So I was listening to your stream one night. You are on fire. No, I'm all right. It's just, it's talking about this brings up a lot of shit that I blocked out, and it makes me mad, and it's for good reason that it makes me mad, because it affected my life in every possible fucking way, and I'm still paying the price for that. And it wasn't even me. I wasn't even the victim. I was just in love with somebody that was, and now I have PTSD to remind me of that. So when I see people telling lies and doing what I thought was like, quote unquote God's work, and doing the right thing, and being this voice for all of these people, and thinking he was doing something good, to to find out that in the end I had been played, was a smack in the face at a time when I didn't need a smack in the face. I needed a friggin' hug, okay? But I didn't know that the hug came with the friggin' knife in your back, okay? That's what I didn't know. Believe me, a lot has changed since then, and I'm far more jaded now than I ever was before. So it'll never happen again. Let's just say that. But yeah, I have lots of funny names that I call people. And he's heard every single one of them, and he doesn't like any of them. I'm trying to figure out what he liked the most, because I used to say that, his wife that has now left him and seen the light, like, Courtney, come on, like, we're waiting for your tell-all girl. Like, it'll sell more than his. Like, I mean, you want to make him mad, make some money, honey. Find your way to fame. Don't get mad, get even. So is my OnlyFans. Oh my god. Oh my god, yeah. I'm surprised he's not on there, okay? But I don't think there's a real big desire for midget porn. I could be wrong, I don't know, but a little ventriloquist porn. Sorry, you guys, I'm retarded. I make inappropriate jokes all the time, and anything that is like borderline offensive, that's my jam. That's my shit. And that is one of the unhealthy coping mechanisms that I've learned over the years to not end up in jail. Allegedly, in my opinion. I'm in a different country, so does that help? um, you know. So yeah. So there is a lot to this story. What's going on here? I'm thinking some weed conversation, which is not a shocker in my freaking chat. Okay, you guys? You guys know how I roll. That's hilarious. Hey, wait, now I'm not cheap. Discount code. First of all, to COVID. I was like, I thought someone was saying it to me. Like, first of all, I'm not on OnlyFans, okay? And I would be giving you the discount. I wouldn't get rich off that. Let's just say that. And like, I mean, who can do that? Oh my god, it's kind of weird and kind of hilarious, because it's like, dude, I worked with you and you have freaking OnlyFans. Like, what the fuck are you thinking? And like, you have a kid. Like, what happens when your kid finds out, mama? Oh my god, trailer park. Let's get the trailer. Oh my god, I love this. It's hilarious. Hang on. The next discount code will be Mini Moonwalker, and then the following one will be I need bail money. But I've chilled my shit a lot since then, so I think we're okay. I think we're in the clear now. But I'll let you know within 24 hours if he's seen this or not. There's a lot more to come. And I need to kind of get my thoughts together before I continue with the rest of the story, because it's not like me to come out here so unprepared without screenshots, without videos. And I'm just giving you a taste of what's ready to come. But again, it has to be done in small doses, because there's just so much, and I will blow everybody's mind away with what you're going to end up finding out in the end. So stick around. I need to go and smoke a joint and calm my shit, because my head is about to explode. Thank you for joining me. Please share it out if you're interested in following this story, because I thought these days were behind me, but apparently they're not. I'm back. But I did have to make one funny comment about Angel's guest on her panel. Yeah, I am live. Is that when he kept walking up and down that hall, it reminded me of the movie friggin' Poltergeist, okay? I looked under my fucking bed till I was 13 for a clown. Like, that hallway never fucking ended. It just went on and on for days. Like, thanks for the Poltergeist flashbacks, okay? And the Feldman flashbacks, like, double trauma. So I'm out of here. I'll be back soon, and I already know. I can tell my phone's waiting to go off as soon as I end this live. Caw, I'm around. Give me a call, because we're gonna plan our next one, and it's gonna get so much better. Because wait till you hear what he did to my friends, and how he got his little ass handed to him, like the little schoolgirl that he is, in my opinion, allegedly. Okay, guys. On that note, bye. Fucking retarded I am. end. It doesn't want to end. Oh my God.